All right, so you asked me to show you a brisket, how to cook a brisket. I'm already getting my smoker prepared outside. I'm using a brisket point from HEB. This one is, let's see, 2.5 pounds, $5.49 a pound. God, I really wish we could make brisket $1.97 again. But it's about $14. So a few things. Notice I have one gloved hand. This is the one that's always going to be touching the meat, and this is the one that I'm going to kind of work with. So here I go. Open this up. Again, I'm using a brisket point, and makes things a lot easier. There's usually a little bit of fat. There's not much under. These are market trimmed. You always want to find one that's got some striations in it. It looks a little discolored, but that's just oxidation. I got this about 2 days ago. So I'm using, this is HEB's blend of just salt and pepper. That's it. Now, if you want to, you can add some garlic to it. I'm gonna do that today. So I've been using just salt and pepper. Oh, I gotta do my binder. Mustard binder. I've done mayonnaise as well. Mayonnaise, what it does is it gives you a little bit extra fat. You don't taste this mustard on here at all. All it does is it helps whatever spice, whatever rub you're adding, it just helps it stick to it better. Again, that discoloration that you see on there is nothing more than oxidation. This thing is not even, I got it, let's say 2 days ago. A lot of this fat is gonna render out in the smoker. So I'm gonna take this from high, shake, and we pat. We never rub, but we pat. And this allows your rub to get everywhere. Now that pepper is going to give it a little bit of a bite. Now, not much garlic. Notice that I'm coming from really, really high. That way it gets a good even spread. And that's it on the rub. No, might need a little bit right there, not too much. Again, pat, never rub. I'm going to be using a tent spike with this. I'm going to put it into the deepest part or the thickest piece of this meat. Now, this is going to give me an ambient temperature of the chamber as well as what's going on with the meat, and I'll show you on my phone what it looks like. I just noticed that my daughter made a little blend of spices here, and it's kind of cool. Now, I want you to notice that I'm wearing some headphones, and I'm doing this because my daughters wanted to wear some headphones to school, and everyone's using the big Beat stuff. And I said, hey, how about these? She goes, why would I wear those? Those look weird. So, yeah. Let's go outside. Now, forgive me, it's going to be loud. There's a little wind here. But I'm going to be using a Masterbuilt electric smoker today. I hadn't used this in a while, and I've been starting back up, and it's working really well. So I've already got it up to temperature. It's about 260. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it right in the middle. Close it up. Now I can take my glove off. Now, I have a cold smoke attachment to mine. So what this does is it constantly feeds smoke chips or little wood chips. This one is pecan. I'm just trying to finish this bag out until I go to the other ones. I fill up this tube and it burns about 6 to 8 hours. fills this chamber with beautiful, beautiful smoke. Now, before, there was a little attachment on the side that you'd have to pull out every time and refill it, and it would usually be about every 1 to 2 hours. And this gives me, like I said, about 6 to 8 hours of smoke. So when this is done smoking, I'm done with the smoke process. Turn that on. I'm gonna need to put a little bit more in there, but now you're probably asking, why an electric smoker? Well, I do have a pellet grill, and I do have a stick burner. This takes a lot more effort on it, and what I mean by effort is that you have to really maintain the temperature, and you got to make sure that the wood's always going, because if the fire goes out, your temperature drops pretty quick. I can cook some amazing brisket on that. I just want to do this today because it's a lot easier. A lot of people will say, oh, it's a pellet grill, it's an easy bake oven. Yeah, I can set it in there and it'll cook for me, and I can monitor stuff on my phone while I'm inside enjoying my family. And now we wait. So it's been a couple of hours. The temperature is approaching 150, and I'm going to open it up and add a little bit of spritz of water, nothing but water. Sometimes I put a little apple cider vinegar mixed in with the water, and all it does is allow for more of those smoke particles to attach on to the outside part to make the bark. Okay, so the wind is really crazy, so I had to change mics. It's hit about 165 already. So, gonna take the brisket out and set it on some butcher paper. I gotta close this back up not to lose too much heat, and damn, that hurt. Take some beef tallow, and I'm gonna put it right on top. It's kind of difficult with this wind. Gotta put a little on their bottom there. Put some more back up here. This is gonna keep it nice and moist while it's all wrapped up. Man, the wind is insane today. Not my best wrap, but now goes back in here. I don't need the smoke anymore because there's no reason for it to be smoked. So it's gonna keep going until the temperature gets to about 200, maybe about 202. So I'll be back. All right, so it's at about 192 degrees. Sorry about that. I'm gonna pull this, set it inside the thermal bag, and then I'm gonna put it inside this little cooler to rest, and it'll stay in there about an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe longer. All right, let's take a look. It smells absolutely delicious. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Put that there. Let's pull out this probe. Now I want you to see that it's going in this direction. Those are the, so when I slice it, I'm gonna cut across the grain. So let's take a quick, yeah. That's beautiful. Am I cutting across the grain? No. This way. Ah, that's better. Look at that. Oh. Now, this is a good example so you can see something. If you look, can you look at the way that these are going as opposed to that? If I pull on this as opposed to pulling, that was hot. This is delicious. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
You want to taste my meat?
Oh my God, it smells meat now.
Here, I'm going to give you a little piece.
Okay.
Taste that.
This one?
Yep. Right?
It's always beautiful.
So, give it a try. It's pretty easy.